Oh boy, am I excited! Welcome back, this is Emirates Game Changer. Today we're gonna experience their first and business class cabin. I will bring someone special with me, my girlfriend, and she will capture the business class experience, while I will give an experience in the first class. We will see how the two different classes are and if it's worth paying over $6,000 for first class compared to $3,000 for business class. We will go through the different food and drink options, as well as how the seats and privacy are in comparison. Stick to the end to find out how much we paid for these tickets. Let's buckle up and start our journey from Dubai. Really good morning from Dubai. Currently sitting in a taxi on the way to the airport. I'm gonna fly Emirates, the Game Changer today. I'm gonna fly first, and I have my girlfriend with me. She's gonna fly
business class.
So we're gonna compare. So let's see how it is. As the taxi parked in the dedicated first and business class area at Terminal 3, it was time for check-in. With our own dedicated area for business and first class passengers, there is plenty of friendly staff available to help us. Did the check-in go okay? So, which seats are you sitting in?
7K.
7K, and I'm in 2 Foxtrots.
Yes.
So let's go to security and see how the lounge is. In Terminal 3 there are 3 concourses, A, B and C. Our flight took off from Concourse C today, but we experienced the lounge in Concourse B. Looks like our paths crossing here. I'm going to the first class lounge, you're going to the business class lounge.
Yes.
There's the first class lounge. And there's the business class lounge. I see you in 2 hours-ish.
A little bit less. We have a long walk ahead of us.
Okay, see you, bye. The first class lounge is extremely spacious, and the sheer size of the lounge can be quite daunting at first. Upon entering there's a big flower setup and some water features. Because it's so large, it doesn't feel as cozy or exclusive as other first class lounges. As soon as I entered the lounge, I head straight to the dining area for breakfast. Wow, this lounge is so big. It's seating everywhere and it's really nice. Thank you. Now we have a glass of champagne. After enjoying some champagne and a boost from the caffeine, I browsed the extensive menu. A whole 11 pages with breakfast, lunch, dinner and drinks. Since this was early in the morning, I chose the full breakfast. After breakfast, I was eager to explore the lounge, which features an in-lounge liquor shop for making duty-free purchases without having to leave the area. In addition, all first-class passengers have a complimentary 15 minutes massage. Sadly, I was too late to book a massage for this visit. If you don't have time for an a la carte dining experience, there's a lot of buffet options to choose from. The toilet and shower facilities were somewhat disappointing. The showers were tight and basic. I've experienced more well-appointed shower rooms in other business class lounges, so I expect better from Emirates First Class Lounge. As I stepped out of the First Class Lounge, I wondered how my girlfriend liked the Business Class Lounge. As you will see, she's not as good with the camera as me and likes hanging out in the champagne bar more. The Business Class Lounge is nearly as spacious as the First Class Lounge, but tends to be busier. While it doesn't offer an a la carte dining, it features an extensive array of buffet options ranging from Middle Eastern and Western to Asian dishes and dessert. This lounge also features a Moet Chandon champagne bar, which is a neat perk, especially since the first class lounge doesn't have one. It's also visually appealing to look at. How was the business class lounge?
It was really nice. Very busy, a lot of people, especially this early in the morning. I was a little bit surprised by that. But overall, lots of food, great alcohol selection, and nice extra amenities, I think.
Well, for me in the first class lounge, it was super nice. Had a really good breakfast and some champagne. It feels a little bit cold in the lounge though, like it has no texture or like maturity to it. So, but I got a chat with an employee in there and it was really nice and friendly. So yeah, let's go and check out the flight. Typically you can board directly from the lounge to the gate, but since our departure was from Concourse C and we were lounging in Concourse B, we had to walk. It is surprising that there is no transfer for first class passengers, unlike what you might find for airlines like Air France, Thai or Lufthansa. Today's journey will cover 3,200 miles over mainland Europe and will take approximately 6 hours and 30 minutes. We will be landing in Brussels at 1:30 in the afternoon local time. Oh boy, here she is folks, a true gem. One of only 9 aircraft graced with the Game Changer cabin. Buckle up because we're about to dive deep into the marvels of the 777 cabin. Since Emirates features only a limited number of aircraft with this special cabin, I put together a list of the registration and usual flight destination for you. Today's flight is on the Alpha 6 Echo Quebec Papa, but there are 8 other similar cabins navigating the skies. They typically operate from Dubai to Europe, Saudi Arabia or Japan. The seat layout of this aircraft is a 3-class configuration, starting in the rear with economy, which has 306 seats configured in a 3-4-3 layout. The business class has 42 seats configured in a 2-3-2 configuration, which is quite surprising since all the competitors have gone for 1-2-1 configuration, which is much more private. In the first class section, there's only 6 seats, or should I say rooms, configured in a 1-1-1 layout. Enough about the seat layout, let's experience this together in real life. Stepping on board the Game Changer is something special. It feels more like a private plane than a commercial one. The suites are massive, and stepping inside my private room is something that I've never done before. In fact, the Game Changer is the only floor-to-ceiling, fully enclosed suites in commercial aviation. Inside the suites there are no overhead bins, but rather a closet to store your bags, and there is plenty of room in front of you if you have too much luggage. Shortly after taking my seat, I was promptly served a glass of Dom Pérignon 2013 champagne, a luxurious choice valued at over $200 a bottle. Okay, I've just checked out the suite. This is just insane. Can you close the door?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are refueling. Once you are seated, keep your seatbelt open.
There's so much thing to explore here, so well, it's gonna be a lot of videos for you guys. Enjoy. Starting directly in front of you, there's a sizable table, a makeup mirror and a massive 32-inch TV. Inside the makeup mirror compartment you will find a book, pen, pillow spray and a moisturizer. The legroom is incredibly generous, and Emirates spoils with an array of snacks, chocolate, licorice and drinks, conveniently placed on both sides of the TV. To the right there is a storage area for your carry-on bags and other items. Opposite that, you will find a charging port, including 2 USB-A ports, a HDMI port and a universal power outlet. Your dining table is conveniently stored beneath and simply pulls out, revealing a spacious and sturdy surface. On the left you will find all the seat controls, including a detachable iPad. Underneath the iPad you will find physical buttons for suite control, including lowering the window shades, calling the flight attendants and adjusting the lighting. Adjacent to that is an individual air nozzle. Your seat comes with a wireless remote control for the TV, and we will delve into the in-flight entertainment later. On the alternate side of the chair there are preset controls for your seat and additional storage for magazine or smaller items. In the very back, another control panel allows you to adjust your temperature, cabin lighting and view some flight info. A handy feature on the display shows if the lavatory is occupied. Adjacent to the entrance is a spacious closet, providing generous storage options, coat hangers and a place for the supplied headphones, which we will delve into shortly. Positioned outside the closet, there is a full-size mirror. The lighting controls in the cabin are something else. From your display you can manage every light source in the cabin and selecting colors matching your mood. And you can even adjust the floor lighting. Before exploring the business class cabin, the crew distributed hot towels for a quick refresh along with some Arabic coffee and dates. A splendid start for this journey. Now let's take a peek at the business class cabin before we push back and heading for the runway. The Game Changer business class showcase elegant marble details. However, the 232 seat layout means that not all seats have direct aisle access, requiring some awkward climbing over resting neighbors. The seat features touchscreen controls via tablet and a handset for seat and entertainment adjustment. On the side of your seat you will find the same charging and HDMI port as in the first class, plus a headphone jack. There's ample legroom for stretching out and the seat ensures a comfortable sit. A 23-inch TV awaits in front of you, along with some storage spots for a water bottle and magazines. Overhead bins are available for carry-on items, and a neat feature here is that inclusion of a mini bar. Next to your seat is a quick control panel for controlling your chair with preset mode, as well as controlling the window shades and lighting. Emirates also offers a pre-departure drink, specifically Bvlgari, which retails around $50 a bottle. Accompanied with that, you get hot towels for a quick refresh. Despite the 232 seat configuration, there are some privacy between you and your neighbor. A sizable partition separates the seats, with a reading light and an iPad situated beside it. Above, there are individual air nozzles for personal temperature adjustment. Let's wrap out the seat door for now and return to the suite, ready for takeoff before we delve into the array of dining options available. A standout feature in the middle suite is the virtual windows, ensuring you can stay connected with every outside movement, a really cool feature for aviation nerds. And for those seated next to the actual window, Emirates enhance your viewing pleasure, offering binoculars for a closer look. Let's dive into the first class amenities. Typically for flights under 8 hours, a toiletry bag isn't provided. But thanks to Emirates chat function, I made a request and received one upon settling into my seat. This is hands down the most impressive amenity kit I've received. It boasts a full-size Bvlgari cologne, accompanied by cream, aftershave, deodorant, shaving foam, a comb, and the standard dental kit. Just to note, the cologne alone sells for $400 for a 100ml bottle. Accompanied with the toiletry bag is a much bigger bag with pyjamas, eye masks and slippers. All yours to keep if you wish. Now let's check out the restrooms as we switch into the PJs. First class passengers have access to 2 toilets. Sadly, the toilets on the 777 are smaller than those on the A380, which also have showers in first class. The 777 toilets are standard but are clean and have extra few amenities. There's also a cover on the toilet which can be used when changing. Speaking of changing, the provided PJs are quite comfortable. For business class, there are only 2 toilets for the 42 passengers, and they're about the same size as those in the first class and offer similar amenities. The key difference is the absence of a toilet cover. Let's return to the first class suite and explore the flight's menu. In a nice leather folio, Emirates offers an unmatched dining experience, with gourmet dishes from around the world, dine-on-demand flexibility and premium beverages. You can eat how much you want and whenever you want. Do you see any tempting? Share your menu selection in the comment below. After I made my selection, I get topped up with some more champagne and some chips. Soon thereafter, I pulled out my table so the cabin crew could set up my table elegantly with a refined tablecloth, nice porcelain and polished cutlery. By pressing the dining button, my seat smoothly aligned with the table. I was first served a tomato pesto cheese amuse-bouche. It was a delightful beginning. Soon after, I got served the caviar. Although Emirates offers endless caviar in first class, one serving was enough, especially after eating in the lounge. Usually for appetizer I select the Arabic meze, but I went a little wild and selected the avocado mango salad, which was covered in a balsamic glaze. A good choice if you don't want the meze. Before the main, the cabin crew gave me a glass of Coste Estornel, which was so good that the crew decided to give me a decanter of it. For the main dish I naturally selected the beef tenderloin paired with mashed potatoes. It was flawlessly cooked, pairing well with the wine. Feeling stuffed, I skipped the cheese and went directly to dessert. Even though I just asked for one treat, the thoughtful crew presented me with both the lemon and almond cake and the chocolate tart. I paired this with Hennessy Paradise Cognac, which is the priciest drink I ever had, priced at a staggering $1,200 a bottle. By the meal's end, I was utterly content. Let's freshen up with a hot towel and explore the business class menu and dishes. In business class, instead of a leather menu, there's a paper one with a variety of options. The table, featuring a sleek marble design, tucks neatly beside your seat and can be easily pulled out. It's adorned by a tablecloth for dining. Emirates serves all meals on a tray in business class, but you can still enjoy metal cutlery and porcelain plates. As for my girlfriend's meal, she began with breakfast, a cold plate featuring egg, roast beef and feta. This was complemented by fresh fruits and pastries. Following the enjoyable flight, her next meal was lunch, consisting of a 3-course meal. It began with Arabic meze. For the main, she opted for the beef tenderloin paired with potato boast, and she paired this with a glass of Les Tourelles de Longueuil Pavlac 2011, a Bordeaux wine. For dessert, she had a yuzu green tea cake, and she reported that everything was flavorful and satisfying. Back in my suite, the food coma had set in, and it was time to get some rest. I requested the crew to prepare my bed. The bed in this suite is incredibly spacious and comfortable, featuring a plush mattress pad, a luxurious pillow, and a soft blankets, all in Egyptian cotton linens. It's hands down the best bed I've ever tried in the skies ever. Unlike some cramped business class beds, there's ample shoulder space here. Let's shut my eyes while we check out the bed in business class. In business class, you're equipped with a mattress pad, pillow, and a blanket. Though the blanket isn't as luxurious as in first class, the bed offers comfort. Notably, in the Game Changer business class, the bed now reclines fully flat, a feature previously missing on the old 777 business class cabin. If you need a little bit more space for your shoulder, you simply lower the armrest by the window. Now let's relax at 35,000 feet, and later we will delve into the in-flight entertainment, Wi-Fi, and conclude our flight experience. Waking up just 2 hours left and feeling a little bit peckish, I decided to order some sliders for later. Now let's dive into the Bowers & Wilkins headsets stored in my seat. Trying them on, they're nothing short of impressive, boasting a stellar noise cancellation and rich sound quality. Business class passengers aren't left out either, as they receive quality noise cancelling headphones. While the brand isn't specific, they bear a resemble to the Bose models. All Emirates passengers benefit from the in-flight entertainment system known as ICE, representing information, communication and entertainment. Given its award-winning status, it's no surprise it offers thousands of channels filtered with movies, musics and games. Complete TV show seasons and an extensive movie collection adds to its charm. Within my suite, I have a dedicated wireless remote for my 32-inch TV and an iPad allowing me to control or simultaneously watch different content. Business class also mirrored this offering, though here the wireless remote is replaced by the commonly seen Panasonic IFE remote found in many modern planes. The Wi-Fi offerings on this flight is a bit underwhelming. Both first and business class passengers don't receive complimentary Wi-Fi. However, Emirates offers a free Wi-Fi messaging service, and beyond that, the charges are $9.99 for a 30 minutes package and $16.99 for a full flight package. As I savor the rich taste of the Wagyu sliders in front of me, let me take a moment to revisit the remarkable journey and how it all came together. First class on this airline isn't just about flying, it's an experience. A personalized suite, innovative virtual windows, and an unmatched comfort set the gold standards in air travel. Business class, even though it's a 232 layout, offers both privacy and coziness. It's a touch of luxury without the first class price tag. Speaking of indulgence, the Dine on Demand service in first class is a culinary journey. Whether it's the unlimited caviar or the premium beverages, you plate this in for a treat. Over in the business class, the mealtime experience doesn't hold back. A range of quality dishes ensures each course is a delight. For those who value finer things, first class offers branded amenities and plush pyjamas. And when it's time to rest, the bedding is pure luxury. The thick mattress pad, spacious bed and luxurious blanket makes an unparalleled sleep in the skies. Now let's talk numbers. The luxury of first class and the elegance of business class might hint in a steep price tag, but here's the twist. By leveraging points from my American Express card and transferred the points to Air Canada Aeroplan, we were airborne. A total of just 209,500 points and $122 in taxes was all it took for this unforgettable journey for two. As we begin our descent, I changed back to my regular clothes, freshened up with a final cold towel, and prepared to leave the plane. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to stay updated on my upcoming adventures. Well, this was Emirates the Game Changer. I flew in first class and it was quite amazing. How was it for you?
It was really good for me as well. Very private and nice seats.
How was the food?
Food was good. I ate way too much. I'm so full now.
Yeah, for me the food was super nice. Friendly staff. The seat was amazing, especially the bed. This has to be on your bucket list. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, so just book it. Until next time, have a safe flight.